Hello everybody. So I'm getting a late start, but I hope it turns out okay. There it is. So I did that yesterday where I did this background and made this background, and let me tell you, now that it sat overnight, then completely dry, the shimmers, and it's really pretty. um, I was very happy with it. So Dieta left me a message about trying foil, and she sent me some pictures of using foil to do basically the same thing I did, but with foil. And I always say, this is regular card or whatever, and we never really compare. How would this look if we did this with this or this or this or whatever? So I got 3 papers here. I got the regular cardstock, white cardstock, Crafter's Companion, all-purpose, or, well, I think even on this one, yeah, it says stamping card. Then I have watercolor card, and then I thought, well, let's do another watercolor where the paper's wet when we put it on. So this will always be our last one that we do. So I'm gonna take, I got foil now. I don't know what the other used. This foil comes in sheets, and it's a very lightweight foil. There's heavy duty foil, and then there's just regular foil. I don't know how many foils there are weight wise, but this one is a very light foil. This has bumps on this one side, but on this side it's smooth, so that's what we're going to use. But you can still see like little marks for the bumps on the other side. That's how thin. This is very thin. Okay, so we crumple it up. Is the thing to crumple it up, okay? And then we're going to take our inks, and it don't matter what ink you use. This is Duet. I think I'm going to start with the shimmer here. So I'm just putting, that was a lot. That was a lot. So this might work for both of them. I was going to do one at a time, but now that I see how much I put down, it might work for both. Oop, a little bit of water on here. And with the other stuff, I just swooshed it with that. So I'm going to swoosh it with the foil. Get it on. Let's go to the stamping card first. Oh. Okay, this one didn't take as much. Maybe I needed more down. Okay, let me get the watercolor one. I'll move this one out of the way over here. This one can go here. This is the watercolor one with water. So I'm gonna get a bigger brush. Oh, this might not work. I might need a different brush. Its tips are not so good, so let me grab a different one here, this one. And get some water on there and just brush it around. And this way we'll know what the difference is between if it's wet or not wet. Okay, I'm thinking I need more color, but the problem with that is I don't want to put my ink pad on a wet, because that would be bad for the ink pad, I think. So let me do a little bit more. Oh, it just seems like it just goes there. Give this one a little bit more. I think the other one's got plenty. Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna wipe my foil off. Just wiping it off with a paper towel. Oh, let me use this paper towel and get this off. Okay. So I'm gonna leave this wet. Now, and I'm gonna come in. I'll use this. It might be orange. I thought it was pink, but it might be orange. It's not a very strong color at all. Not happy with that at all. Let me reposition this foil, because I think it's taking some of that blue and turning it brown. So let me just crinkle a new spot. There we go. That should work. But I do want this wet still, so. It's just not a lot of color. It's a very light color. Okay, I'm gonna put this up here so I can get the others on and do them because they're dry. This one's wet. Okay. They feel really dry already too, which I didn't expect, but it's not a dark color at all. It's a very light color. Not much color there. Let me switch these around. Bring the paper towel in, dry it again, because I don't want to put my ink pen in. It needs more color. There's just not a lot of color to this. It's orange, but I thought it was a pink, and it says pout, but I could have put the wrong one on here, so I'm getting smashed from doing that. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry, and then I want to come in with this Duet blue. So I thought I was gonna be doing this one last all the time, but I think just to keep it wet, it's not going to be the last. It's going to be first every time to get it while it's still wet. So now this one, the duet. And I think I'll look for another spot in my foil. Okay. This is the other watercolor. It needs more. It's not strong on here, but maybe it is stronger than I'm just not realizing it. Yeah, the colors are so close that you just don't notice. You just don't notice that it's different. That was a thing yesterday too, right? Those colors were so close. Yeah, let me get a little bit more on here. Okay, and then this one. And I'm not drying it in between, so there's still, it's a lot of dry, but it's still got some wet to it too. All right, you can see the orange on this one. It's a little harder to see the orange on the watercolor card. So that's something different. Now where do we want to go from here? Okay, spray. I don't know if they're going to work today. They did yesterday. That doesn't mean they'll work today. Ooh. Ooh. That came out way faster than I wanted. Way, way faster than I wanted. And all over the place. One of these days, somebody's going to come out with the perfect squirt bottle for these shimmer sprays. Because so far, well, I can't see too much. I've really only tried Crafter's Companion and Nuvo. Oh, where was that? Anyways, I'm going to dry them now. And let's see if we can get an idea of what they're going to look like. That's just hot. Okay, this one. No wet spots, no wet spots. Feels pretty dry. Okay. It's all dry now, so here's my thing. Here's my thing. This was the watercolor card wet. And you can see the blues just ran together. Not a fan. And of course I made the mistake of spraying too much spray on that one. But even still, if you look past that to the rest of this, they just really ran together way too much. This one, they didn't run together as much, and I can tell you might not be able to tell. Because the shimmer one has shimmer, and the other one doesn't, so you can tell the difference because of the shimmer. Otherwise, the colors are just so much alike that, I mean, it's not even funny. I think I liked them all better before I sprayed the shimmer spray on it, so I wouldn't spray the glitter spray next time. This one's my favorite. And that's really weird. This is the stamp card. And look past the shimmer spray, because like I said, I wouldn't use it again. Okay, so even if you look in here, on here, I can see that orange. It's faint in there, but you can see it. It's almost like a, blush kind of color. It's a very light blush color. And then you can see that this color is different from this color, and it's just more noticeable on the regular stamping paper. And probably because it sits on top of the card instead of soaking in as much. Supposedly the watercolor card, the fibers open more and it kind of absorbs it in. But then that's why all the blending, that's why even on here you can see some of that blush color. It's very light. It's really almost just faded away. It's barely there. And I don't think that you can see the difference of the two blue-green inks. It's just not as noticeable as this. This one, it's very noticeable, the difference. And this actually is my favorite of the three. I don't know. I could probably do something with this. As a matter of fact, I see roses in here, believe it or not. I don't think I could outline it, but I wish I could, so then you could see the rose, but I'm not that good at drawing. So let me just point it out. Here's a leaf. Please, please, please be nice. Okay, and then up here, the rose comes around. I'm just gonna give you the outline of it. Do you see a rose in there? Do you see the petals? Can you see the rose? It's, so there's a petal, and there's a petal, and there's a petal here, and a petal here, and a petal, and a petal, and a petal. Can you see it? I don't know. I'm sorry, I wish my drawing was better. But now that I've drawn it, I don't see it so clearly. Is that funny? But yeah, I did see the rose, but now it's gone because I sketched in there and ruined it. So like this petal ends here. Anyways, sorry about that. I just had to try to show it to you so you could see it too, but it just made it worse where you really can't see it now. All right. I'm thinking, oh man, I really messed up. I really shouldn't show this video, but I don't do that. I don't hide nothing from you. So you're gonna get it. Whether you like it or not, whether I like it or not. All right, everybody. All right, so we tried it 3 different ways, and I think I'm sticking to the stamping card. All right, everybody, thank you for joining me. If you like my video, please hit the like and subscribe button, and please join me again. Everybody have a blessed day. Bye-bye now.